Blessings! Thank you for all who have liked, shared, subscribed, and have asked me to do readings for you. It is my passion as well as my life path to do these readings. And thanks for asking me to do 2016 because I'm doing these before December of 2015. And yeah, you see the light moving, and that was my computer. I have my computer open in front of me, and I've just done the 2016s, and I did them using my tarot. I did an intuitive reading, and now I'm going to go back and give a little bit more of the planetary aspects, because 2016 is going to be a very challenging year. Okay, it's going to be a very challenging year for all of us. Okay, because we have some big heavy-duty planetary that's going on. Okay, we have our retrogrades. You know, our retrogrades are going back over and you know, forcing us to redo, you know, to revisit. And we have the usual Mercury retrogrades in January, May, and December, and electrical mechanical communication breakdown that is, you know, to be aware of in the months of okay, now Mercury in January will go retrograde on the 6th and go direct on the 26th. So that's pretty much the whole month of January. And then April 29th, it will go retrograde until May the 23rd. So pretty much the whole month of May and a little bit of April will be retrograde. And then in December, it will go retrograde on the 19th. So, electrical, mechanical, communication breakdowns, beware of January, May, and December. Then you have Mars going retrograde. Mars goes retrograde in April, and that will be in Sagittarius. Okay, and it will go direct in June in Scorpio. So Mars, that fun-loving, okay, well, Mars, you know, is war, aggression in Sagittarius is fun-loving, but then when it's going into Scorpio, that's that deep, dark, secretive, and Mars retrograde is known for assassinations and destruction. Okay, more Mars, you know, the war, anger, aggression. All right, and is it going to come in, you know, in from behind? You know, is when you're talking about assassinations, is it going to be from the front? You know, Sagittarius, I would say so, more straightforward, and Scorpio, I would say more behind the scenes. Okay, so that's April until June. April 18th until June the 30th, that is Mars. And then we have Jupiter going retrograde, and Jupiter is going retrograde January 8th until May the 10th, and that's in Virgo. And Jupiter retrograde lends to obsessive mental illness. And we know how Virgo is the organized, analytical. So please do not drive yourself crazy with that Virgo retrograde. Okay? Genius hinges on insanity only when you're not true to yourself. So if you're getting brilliant flashes of inspiration, write them down and analyze them at another time. Okay? Don't obsess over them at this point. Just write the information down, and afterwards you can see it a little bit clearer. Okay, so January to May, Jupiter is retrograde. Then we have Saturn. Saturn is retrograde from March the 25th, and that is also in Sagittarius, and it's going to go direct on August the 13th, again at 9 degrees of Sagittarius. So I'm just looking here to see how close the degrees are with Mars and Saturn. You know, meaning that they are both going retrograde, and there is going to be a point in there that I'm seeing where they, well, that's 8. No, sorry. Good. Good. There's not as much chaos and destruction as I was thinking. Great thing. Okay. So, where were we? That was that Saturn, that was the teacher. And that is associated with loss, depression, and pain. So Saturn, that teacher in Sagittarius from March until August. Okay, don't be having too much fun. You go out and you have too much fun, Saturn is definitely going to be teaching you a lesson. Okay, wherever it falls in your house, I say everybody should have a treasure map to your soul, and that is your astrological birth chart. So when you know your chart, you know yourself. When you know where the planets are transiting, you know where they're hitting you, in what house they're hitting you. Like Saturn is going to be hitting me in my 9th house. You know, my long distance travel, my higher learning, my spiritual quests. Yeah, I'm going to continue learning the occult arts because learning them makes so much more sense in my life. Okay, Uranus. Uranus is going to be going retrograde September the 1st, 24 degrees of Aries, and it will go direct on December the 29th at 20 degrees of Aries. Now, when Uranus is retrograde, that's more the individual, the nonconformist. It's like, no, I'm going to be me. I don't care how painful it is. I'm going to be me. I'm going to use my inspiration to enlighten others also. Okay, so depending on how tight you hold on to your mindset, all right, if it's like your way or the highway, yeah, you might have a problem with that. You know, you want to blend in there a little bit. You don't want to be just, well, it's in Aries, so sometimes Aries can be a little bit, I can't say bullheaded. Can't say bullheaded because Aries, it's like, oh, start out the block and bam, bam. You know, it's Aries that ram. Bam, bam, bam. How many times do you ram yourself into that brick wall? So, yeah, don't ram yourself into that brick wall too many times. Maybe you can find a way to go around that wall instead of ramming it all the time. All right. So then we have Neptune, and Neptune is retrograde June, and that will be June the 14th until November the 20th. And during the Neptune retrograde, the truth is revealed. So I'm feeling at the end of the year that it's going to be much better. That even though there is going to be mass upheaval, okay, migrations of people, the earth changes increasing, all right, I do see that out of tragedy people come together in love. And I do see at the end of the year it's going to be a whole lot better. There's going to be a lot of things that are going to be revealed. Now, Pluto is retrograde from April until September, April 18th until September the 28th, and that is in Capricorn. And that's, dealing with our inner fears. Is everything going to turn out? Now, Pluto and Capricorn, Pluto is that death, that transformation. And Capricorn is government. A lot of us are concerned about our government. Oh, now what was I just saying about September? Yeah, retrograde, going back over it, and it's going to be right before our elections. in the United States. So there's going to be a lot of things that are going to be revealed. A lot of things that are going to be revealed. So the important thing is to keep your faith this year coming. Even though there's going to be challenges, there's going to be challenges with everyone. Okay? Some, this is gonna, 2016 is going to weed the men from the boys. All right? It's going to separate the women from the girls, the doers from the not doers, okay? The liars from the truthful people, all right? There's going to be a separation and divide, and many things are going to be exposed. So keep your high moral grounds, okay? Why play their game when you remember that threefold law? One finger pointed out, three folded back in judgment. Okay? What's your reward? Okay? Are you getting those blessings because you have been, let me help you. Let me help you. Or are you in judgment of? If you've been in judgment of, this year's going to be the bitch slap year. Okay? So, I thank you all. If any of you would like a personal reading, I would most love to do it. What I do is look at your birth chart and I go over it. And then I go over the transits where they are right now. And I record it and upload it to YouTube. So only you can go back and look at it. And every time you will look at it, you will hear more and more. I like to record. I like to put it, and then you can go back and listen. Because when I counsel, you can't remember everything I say. So I like to record so you can go back and listen to it 3 months later, 6 months later, a year, we will always hear more. And you will hear what you're supposed to. Remember, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So, bless you 2016. And, woohoo! Mystic GLoLady here. Hello, Aries. This is your divinatory reading for 2016. Whoa, I'm going to be doing a general reading for Aries. I'm not really going to be doing too much astrology. I think it would be a real long one if I got into too much astrology. So I'm just going to channel this one. So I do surround us with the divine white light. What comes through me is not of me, and we just have a good time. So I'm going to do this with my tarot deck. And let's see what we have beneath us and what we have to work with. Okay, Aries, the Ten of Cups, the perfected success beneath us, the energy that we have to work with this year. So it looks like there's a lot of love beneath us, and that's how we have to, or how we should choose to see things that are going on. Now I'm going to be throwing, let's see, 3 cards for each month. Okay, so starting out in January, the first card, and this will be the general, how things are going in the, what's it all about? What's it all about in the month of January? And we have the King of Swords. Okay, so January, communications is going to be very, very important for you. And I'm feeling a legal matter that is going to be very important. Okay, so Aries, in January, all right, be aware of the legal paperwork, legal communications, something dealing with a formal, okay, some type of a formal arrangement, agreement, okay. Now, the best that can come out of that is the Prince of Cups, okay? So, younger male, emotions, the good that can come out of it are good things there, okay? So, mind your P's and Q's. Alright, now whether this is dealing with a younger man, a child, okay, mind your P's and Q's if you want that child. Alright, now let's see. What can we use? What can you use in order to make the best out of the month of January? And that is the Magician, okay? You have the power to make it happen, all right? But you've got to do the work, okay? You've got to create the magic. So January, there's some really great potential. I mean, there's some really, really great potential in January for things to change. Okay, so do that next right thing, and January is going to be a great start for 2016. Okay, so let's see. I'm trying to think of how, so that we have, I don't want to throw out the cards and then, you know, what comes out for the whole year, although I could have done that, and that would be cool too, but I'm going to shuffle in between. That's what I'm feeling, you know, that's what I'm, you know, shuffle in between, because even though it's for a whole year, I mean, we can have the same thing 2 months in a row. So I would hate to shortchange the reading by limiting the availability of the cards. Alrighty, so February 2016. What's it all about? The Star, the Wish card. What is it that you would like? What is it that you wish? Alright, what are you working on in January? Okay, because it's spilling over into February. What is it that you wish? What is it that you want? Okay, now let's see. I don't quite remember how it was the last time, and that's okay, because 3 cards are still 3 cards. So, rest from strife. The 4 of Swords. Again, we are continuing with the communications, you know, being honorable. It looks like as long as you are honorable, okay, things are going to be going your way. Now, what can we use? What can you use in order to get that way? And again, 4 of Cups, the blended pleasure, okay, your emotions, all right. Be honorable. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm feeling. If you do not communicate with honor, you might have repercussions on that. Alright, we are in a time of revelation, and revelation is to reveal, and many things are going to be revealed. Many corrupt people are going to be called out. So if you don't want to be one of them, don't be one of them. Okay, seriously. Alright, so we have March. What's going down in March? In the month of March, we have the Princess of Wands. What's it all about? It looks like we're going to be doing some work. You know, what kind of new beginnings in work are we going to be doing? You know, what is it that you want to do? Are you setting something in motion in January? And, you know, you're really picking up steam, and now March is coming. Okay, now what's up? What do we have to do? It looks like we have to change some things. All right, we have to change the way that things have been going. What is it that's not working? You know, are you did you miss that where it should have been signed on the dotted line and it wasn't? Did you not obey what was written on that line? Things need to be changed. You know, what is it in March that needs to be changed? What is it that needs, you know, there's an end of. There's an end of, new beginnings. What is coming in March? Establish strength. 3 of Wands. Okay? Whatever change and transformation that is coming to you in March, it will make you stronger. Now, it is said that out of great pain comes great wisdom. And when you prune a tree, you prune it so it grows better. Okay, yeah, there's storms that come and the wind blows and branches crack and break and fall down and all that kind of good stuff. All right, but where's the beauty in the storm? You know, look at the rainbows that come after the storms. I mean, I like storms. I think that they're beautiful. I love trying to catch the lightning. And that's hard to do. I don't know how many of you have tried to do it. You know, click, click. Especially when my camera doesn't really click real easy. You know, it's a pain in the butt. So, April. What's coming in April? The 4th month for Aries in 2016. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, what's it all about in April? It looks like it's going to be financially rewarding for you. Okay, so all of this hard work is going to be paying off. Those changes that you have made in March are going to be fruitful in April. Now, you have the Lovers, the energy to work with. Okay, so money, love, April, woohoo, that sounds good to me. And we have the King of Wands. Okay, so, yeah, it looks like April, there just might be some, for those of you who are single, I would say so far, April looks to be the best month for you in order to find a good relationship. And if you are in a relationship, use April, okay? Use the energy in April to make that relationship even better, all right? So, let's see, May 2016. What is it going to be like for Aries? Alrighty, what's it all about? Okay, it is about the 6 of Swords, the earned success. Alright, so good things are coming in 2016. Things that might need to be changed, you know, go in there. Uranus is going through Aries. Now, we know that, you know, Uranus has been there for a while, and Uranus is going retrograde, so it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy in 2016. I have my ephemeris, and I was going to try to, you know, like I said, do the astrology with it also, and it would have been a little bit, I think, too much, too long, so, yeah, Uranus is going retrograde in 2016. I'm just looking for exactly when it is. There's a bunch of things that are going on. Well, there again, in March you have, no, January you have Jupiter going retrograde. Okay, Jupiter is going retrograde in Virgo, and that's in your 6th house. Okay, so, you know, Jupiter retrograde, obsession, mental illness, all right, your sixth house of work, you know, service, daily routine, keeping it together. You really need to keep it together in January because, you know, things change. Things change all the time. Be strong about it. And yeah, Jupiter is going direct in May. So there you go. What I was just explaining, that kind of sums it up. Now Saturn is retrograde. Saturn is going retrograde in March. Okay, what was I saying about ending? All right, that Saturn that was in there, or the death card that was in March. What you know, what's ending? Okay, Saturn, it's telling you something. What do you need to learn? Pluto's going retrograde in April. Okay, Pluto is in Capricorn, and that's in your 10th house, your career house. So you can see that there's a lot of things that are going on in 2016. All right, and attitude is everything. You know, how do you choose to see it? That's the most important thing. Okay, and there again, how do you choose to see it? Are you choosing to see it in your eyes, or do you look and see it from everyone else's point of view? Now, with the Six of Swords, you also have the Queen of Pentacles. All right, so in May, yeah, things are starting to work out much better with your work, you know, communicating more work. And then you also have the energy of the sun. All right, so when you look at and you are going through, all right, keep going. Okay, don't stop. Keep going. All right, because there is a silver lining in every storm. Sometimes we just have to look for it. You know, some of us don't like to do work. So that's going to be a major deal coming up in 2016, is doing work. And Uranus is working on you. You know, what needs to be changed? You know, are you listening to inspiration that comes to you, or are you denying it as, you know? Okay, so we have June. And June, we started out with the Nine of Wands, the Great Strength. I mean, as you see, there's a pattern here. And yes, the planets are going through, but it seems like they're saying, you know, hey, are you paying attention? You know, and remember with Jupiter retrograde, that obsession, you know, mental illness, what are you obsessing over? And don't obsess too much. All right. Okay, don't have to ask how or why. I accept it's God's, you know, good orderly directions will, and it will be good. All right, so with the Nine of Wands, we have the Empress. New birth, new beginnings, new creations. Are you starting a new business? Are you starting a new job? Are you creating? Are you coming out with a new invention in June? You also have the Three of Cups, the abundance, the happy. You're going to be happy, it seems like, whether you like it or not. All right? So remember, pain is optional. How long are you holding on to the pain that's holding you back? That's something that you need to ask yourself. All right? Because it's looking pretty good. Yeah, there's some challenges. Yeah, you have to do some work. Oh, wow, you're Aries. Get out there. You know, you're first. You're innovative. Get out there and do it. All right, so in September, in June July. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. In July, yeah, I really did get ahead of myself, didn't I? June, July. Alrighty. The Prince of Cups. Happy, happy. Ooh, July. The 7th month. The 7th house. Partnerships. See what I was saying about that magician? That magician wanted to come back out again and make some magic. Coming up in September, July. Why do I... There has to be something in September. There has to be coming up... Coming up September, okay? It has to do with something in July. So pay attention what's going down in July. And what is holding you back? Where is that hold up? Where is that hold up? Okay. Now I'm also feeling, you know, where is the hold up in that relationship? Where is the hold up in that relationship? That's what keeps coming into me. Are you holding yourself up, or are you holding up someone else? Yeah, relationships, sometimes they suck. All right? And if you're in a relationship and it's painful, you have choice. So if it's painful, it's probably karmic. And if you don't want that pain, then you have to be willing to make that change in order to get out of it. I mean, that's pretty much bottom line what's coming down to it. You know, are you willing to make that change? Now, August, okay, the 8th month, we have some cards that really wanted to jump out. Ooh, and these are a whole pack of them. Alrighty, King of Swords, perfected success, the 10 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, success unfulfilled, Princess of Cups, 3 of Cups abundance, Empress, and great strength. So, that was a big, I mean, it just wanted to come out. You know, when you shuffle and a couple of cards usually jump out, it's like, okay, you know, they wanna see. But so far, August is going to be a biggie for you. There's going to be new birth, new beginnings, new changes, new emotions. Cash-wise, it's like don't count on a financial reward. All right, it seems to be more of an emotional reward coming up in August. That's what I'm seeing, that's what I'm feeling, that things are going to work out. Hang in there in August. There's new birth, new beginnings, new creations. All right. No, not so much as in financial, but wealth isn't monetary. Okay, don't always look at the loss of as in a financial gain is the goal. Okay, yeah, I'm not saying that having your needs met is not important. That's, you know, that's not what I'm saying. Not at all. But materialism, when you feel like you need to put something that is outside of you, okay, sex, drugs, rock and roll, alright? When you feel like you had to put food, gambling, shopping, something outside of you, into you, or I'm going to go buy this, thinking that that's going to make you feel good, it's not. Alright? No. No. It has to come from within. Alright? you have to feel good about you from within, because there's new beginnings. There's new beginnings that's coming, and I feel that the whole time that things are going to be changing, and don't hold on too tight to your expectations, because in March that might be that, you know, oops, things are going to change. So, Four of Swords, the rest from strife in September. Now, we were talking about July, and what's coming in September, okay? Is September going to be making up for the challenge in July? Four of Cups? Looks like it just might be. You know, some of you might be going through a breakup in July, only to get married, the Justice card, in September. Alright? So, when we break up to make up, when we get back, if nothing changes, nothing changes. So, when we break up to make up, identify where the problem was, the cause of, and do something about that. Alright? And don't always be focusing on that loss. Alright? So I'm not feeling, yeah, okay, alright, sorry. Yeah, well, I'm still not. I'm not feeling divorce. I'm not feeling divorce in September. But then it's like, oh, well, you know, I'm sure somebody's gonna, and it's like, yeah, okay. Yeah, alright. You know, I mean, law of averages, I'm sure that there's going to be at least one Aries who gets a divorce in September, so, you know, have to figure in those averages. But it's not focusing on divorce. It's focusing more on a marriage, a legal partnership. Okay, so marriage, partnership. It doesn't always have to be relationship, man, wife. That type of. I'm not saying it has to be a kissy-kissy, okay? Okay, so it can be a kiss butt too. You know, for business. You know, a partnership with business, not just, you know, not just relationship. So, you know, for those of you in July who are looking for more money, you know, speak up, but make sure that your walk matches your talk. Alright, and okay, July, and then September's gonna come. It's like, okay, cool. I'm glad I stood my ground. I'm glad I stood my moral ground. Alright, because that's a biggie. Alright, because with the planetaries that's going on, if you're not standing the moral ground, karma, bitch slap. Yeah, especially if you've been pointing your finger out in judgment, and you haven't been standing on moral ground, you know, that's that judge not lest be judged. So, be careful that one. Alright, so, we have October, September, October, and we have the Prince of Wands, okay, the work energy, you know, it's new things that are coming, new innovations that are coming. Now, despair and cruelty, the Nine of Swords, alright, new things that are coming. New things that are coming, but what needs to be fixed? Okay, what needs to be fixed? That's a biggie. You know, what things need to be fixed? Now, being that it's in October, okay, October's the 10th month, October's the 10th house, you know, your career, what needs to be fixed in your career? Alright, now you have the Eight of Cups, and that is abandoned success. October, it looks like there are some things that are going to be, you know, going by the wayside, and it might be an emotional, mental hurt in October. So, be prepared that, you know, there's a possibility that you're not going to like what's coming in October. But as I said before, out of pain does bring great strength, and out of chaos comes order. So maybe what you're going through, you know, is that change and transformation that you really need. All right, so October, November. November, we have the Hermit. All right, so whatever was going on for you in October, all right, November, you might be taking a little bit of a sabbatical. You know, let me take a little bit of retreat and find my balance. All right, what do I need to get my balance? You know, what needs balanced? You know, what needs balanced in your life? What do you need to be thankful for? Remember, well, in the United States, we have Thanksgiving at the end of November. And what do you need to be thankful for? Now, you have the devil in there also. All right, and the devil is that chaos. So you have, let's see if I can get these right there. You have the Hermit. All right, let me think about it. Then you have the Temperance. Temperance is that balance. And then you have the devil, the chaos. So when you are out there in November, don't have too much fun. Don't paint the town with too much red that it draws that red flag, and yeah, crap happens. So I'm hearing, I'm seeing, take that high road. If you don't take that high road, you know, that one finger pointed out in judgment, you know, it's there's a good chance, you know, that it's coming back and saying, bam, you did not, you were not as honorable as you could have, should have been. Alrighty. Excuse me. So we're coming down to December. Alright. And so let's see. What is coming in December? December, the 12th month, the 12th house, the hidden, the karma. Ooh, the Hermit again. Interesting. So your sabbatical might take a little bit more than 1 month. You know? Temperance again? Whoa, interesting. I'm kind of anxious to see what the next card's coming up. Seriously, I shuffled them. And it was the same cards in the same order for November and December. Alright? And being that it was the same cards and how they come out, very rarely does it do that. Alright? Now, we had a couple of them, you know, with the Magician. The Magician, you know, popped up a couple of times. And, you know, the Hermit, the Temperance, and the Devil. Alright? There's something to be said about these 3 cards. And I'm going to say that it pretty well sums up what 2015, or 16, sorry, is going to mean for you. Alright? And that is getting that balance. You know, finding the spiritual balance within you is really going to be important in 2016. So Uranus going through, you know, Aries, it's forcing you to change. So 2016, you are going to be changed whether you want to or not. So you can go kicking and screaming. That's going to be up to you. But yeah, 2016 is going to be a year of big change for you. A big change, big transformation. Make sure you go within and center yourself. Make sure that you get your balance. You're going to need to get grounded. You're going to need to find your balance. All right, that's a biggie. That's what I am hearing. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm seeing. There's going to be great change in your life, and great change can be beautiful. So don't limit yourself to, that pile of clay that's sitting in the corner. What can you turn that clay into? Are you going to make a statue? Or are you going to make a pitcher and pour water out of it? Or are you going to make a soup bowl so you can share with others? Okay? So Aries, don't stew in your pity pot too long. Get out and serve others. Okay? So, yay! 2016, here you come. Ready or not. See you. Love you. Bye.